Okay. Oh, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we finished up Smooich, modded nation of primarily archers. And it was one of those nations that I think you just kind of got to learn how to pilot a little bit. Unless you're really a true veteran, you understand all the ins and outs just glancing at a nation. Could be. Could be. But yeah, it turns out just pure archer spam, not always viable. Actually, usually not viable. Not without something else there. But anyways, we're moving on. Rolling up another random nation. Let's just move on. We got 54. Sounds like vanilla MA. And it is Nazca, Kingdom of the Sun. I think we have not done that. I don't recall it. Don't recall it. We want one with a deserty sort of setting then. Edowin? Aluin? Fucking Aluin. That has deserts. Alright. Aluin with 12. Mangg's LP's 57? 6? Not 6. Mangg's LP's 57. There it is. Middle age. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I don't think we really want a dedicated water nation. Not really designed for that. And we are going to be playing as Nazca. Alright. We're a race of flyers. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go again. We got cold resistance. Our commanders are mummified on death. We prefer cold scale +1. Right, flying units, we get free recruits of low quality, oh, my favorite. Reanimated Dead and Sacred Sun Guard. We get access to fire, earth, air, death, astral, and some nature. That's a pretty splendid mix. Powerful priests and undead priests that can reanimate the dead. Order +1, cold +1, death +1. With primitive forts. Okay. We are spoiled for choice on commanders here. Runanchas are our scouts. Stealthy 55, they're flyers, cold resistant 5. Paraka, also in all highlands and mountains. 75 leadership, cold resistant, mountain survival. Apu, 75 leadership, but mummified. This unit will be mummified and live again when it dies. This will occur regardless of Dominion, but not if it dies on another plane or during an assassination. That's not really much of an explanation. Does it happen immediately? Like some of the, some units we've had? Or is it like immortality? I assume it's immediate. Which is why it specifies not during an assassination, but I don't know. Apuskispe. 100 leadership, gold star, mummify. Yep. Good, solid. Malki. Okay. So 20 leadership, but 100 undead leadership. They are themselves undead. Sacred, pierce resistance, susceptible to fire. Cold resistance 15, poison 25. Don't need to eat, obviously. Spirit sight, inspirational +1, and slaver, so they can levy slave warriors. Well, for undead leadership, that's what we might look to, but there's others. Akla, our most basic mage. Fire 1, air 1. Yeah, 9 research, not super hot. Malki priestess. Fire 1, air 1, priest 1. And then all the other stuff. Spirit sight, fortune teller 10, inspirational, innate spellcaster, and reanimation bonus. Ho 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 ho. So Horde of Skeletons gets even better, but no death magic. So I don't know, there must be some maybe national spells that actually matters for. We'll see. Hurin Priest. 1 Earth, 2 Death, 2 Priest, and then another Air, Earth, or Astral. 13 Research. Sacred, blah, 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 Mummify. Yeah, okay. Horde of Skeletons, spam, always in effect. Always a strong choice. Malki Priest. 1 Earth, 2 Death. Like, is this... So this is the mummification. This is the mummified form they get? This is what they become? Because that would make sense. You're going from... Well, but I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, and then another... Yeah. Reanimation bonus 3. Oh, boy. That is some skeletons. And the death to do it. Good. Inca, cap only. Fire 2, air 2, sacred... Or priest 3. 10% chance for another fire, air, astral. Awe 1. Light, shock resistant, cold resistant, flying. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, an acceptable thug chassis, I suppose. With built-in awe, some resistances, personal mist form, maybe Phoenix Pyre. Koya, cap only. Earth 2, Astral 2, Death 2, Holy 2. 30% chance for another fire, air, earth, astral, or death. Expensive, but man, oh man. Okay, well, forget the other guys. Here's your thug chassis. So Sacred can bless himself, body ethereal, temper flesh, personal stone skin, and then spam Horde of Skeletons over and over. Or throw a Skull Standard on him and you can just Soul Vortex as well. Royal Malki, cap only. Fire 2, air 2, earth 2, astral 2, death 2, priest 2, 3. Sacred, pierce resistance, undead, all that stuff. Fortune $15, inspirational +2, innate spellcaster 2. Oh my god. Reanimation bonus 4. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a lot of Horde of Skeletons. But he also has 250 undead leadership and inspirational +2, but he costs 1,200 gold. Good god. Paco of the Earth Mother, all highlands and mountains. Earth 1, Nature 1, Heretic 1, but Disease Healer, Inept Researcher. Yeah, basically I would never make these guys. Paco of the Mountain Spirits. Air 1, Nature 1, Heretic, Disease Healer, Bringer of Fortune. Yeah, I just... Non-stealthy heretics with Inept Researchers, just like, what? You know. You gotta have some good magic to work with that, and this ain't it. Units. We got the Hatun Runa. They are slaves. They got 16 damage maces. They do have shields, but otherwise 6 protection, 11 defense, 7 morale. I don't even know if we got a Taskmaster in here, but we do have inspirational on a bunch. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you just want to have 100, there's 300 of them, airdrop onto the rear, and they'll probably get some kills, and you lose a bunch, and, you know, I don't like that playstyle, but some probably do. Human Warrior, also all in highlands and mountains. Undisciplined with bronze spears, 6 protection, no shields. Meh. These get shields. 13 defense, 6 protection. Still undisciplined. Yeah, okay. Okay. Right. And then another human warrior with slings. I think we don't want to, I mean, yeah. So again, like, you could get flaming arrows on all these guys, and they could rain down this, but you don't have any fire resistance. You have cold resistance. And if there was an icy arrows thing that we could do, hell yeah, we would do it. But we don't. Does seem a little strange for a nation that likes the cold and is cold resistant, and they heavily invest in fire magic, especially because a lot of their big boys are fire susceptible to fire. You think they would kind of change their paths a little bit to work around that. And then we have javelin throwers, 8 protection, 13 defense. Otherwise, fairly average, pretty cheap. Undisciplined though, so you can't order them to throw javelins, like hold fire or something. You know, it's like, I don't know. I assume they do throw the javelins, but I don't know. That's all we get for grounded humans. Then it's on to flyers. Akak Runa Spearman. Yeah, 8 protection, 13 defense, pretty average. Got 13 piercing damage lances, 3 parry shields. They're size 4. It's interesting to note. Mace Mans, pretty similar, but 16 bludgeoning damage maces. Why? Why would you make this? I guess it is a bit more damage, but no, I mean, the answer is no. I don't know. I don't know why you'd make those. Axemans. Again, pretty similar. Slashing is the best type of damage. 15 slashing is pretty good. But length 1 is always a little iffy. But they have decent defense and with inspirational, decent morale. So I don't think repelling is too big of a deal. If I was going to pick one of these 3 for these guys, I'd probably pick the Axeman. Akak Runa Archers. So we have flying archers. The flying doesn't really help them. Not really. I mean, the flying is like the whole army. The whole army can fly, theoretically, depending on your commander. These guys can't fly. So if you have an all-flying army, I mean, you can really zip around the map quite quickly. So, you know, that is a benefit, even if in combat these guys aren't going to be flying. They just fire their bows. But it seems like we've got kind of low protection on a lot of our guys, and you're going to be lobbing in arrows right into them when they're intermingled with, like, the rear line. Yeah, it seems like a recipe for disaster, personally, but there you go. Condor Warrior, cap-only Sacreds. 13 hit points, 9 protection, 14 defense, 11 MR, 12 morale, storm immunity, 14 piercing damage lances, attack 12. Yeah, unfortunately the protection's just too low for the working man's bless to really do much. We would need some kind of... Yeah, I'm not sure. Bark skin, Stygian flesh, or something like awe, maybe. I don't know. Hard to say. And then Sun Guard cap only Sacreds. 12 protection, 14 defense, 18 bludgeoning damage, magic sun maces with an extra 10 armor negating versus undead and demons. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Our summons, we can summon condors, sacred birds. Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of damage. Depends how many we get, but with a somewhat... Yeah, like, I think, yeah, I mean, you know, some sort of ethereal or something would probably be pretty good. Rather than just bumping up their protection. Huacas. Sacreds. 15 protection, 14 defense, 16 hit points, 14 MR, 14 morale, with Awe 2 built in, shock, fire, cold resistance, storm immunity, 17 piercing, magic lances with 15 attack, and a charge bonus. Yes. I imagine we're not going to be able to get many of these, though. And the Supayas. Undead Sacreds with Ethereal. Spirit Form, Cold Poison Resist, Spectral Spears, 0 protection but 16 defense, and a Spectral Shield. Okay. Again, it depends on how many we can get. But if we want to use these guys, then an Ethereal Bless is kind of pointless. But let's look at some spells here. So Condors, 8 gems gets you 10 plus Condors. Sacred. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Do we have... What's our... Okay, yeah, and these guys can just do Air 2. Right out the gate, ready to go. That seems kind of viable. That seems maybe viable. Huacas, 12 Astral Pearls gets you 5 Huacas. Okay. I mean, to throw in there with all our Astral Pearls we might have. If the spell is cast by a mage wearing a Huaca headdress, 2 additional Huacas will arrive. Well, that's even better. Supaya's 8 Death Gems gets you 5 of these. Huaca headdress, 2 additional. Do the Condors have a similar thing? No. But still. So that's a use for your Astral Pearls and Death Gems and Air Gems, all giving you Sacreds. So I don't think Ethereal then, because I probably want to get some of these. Like, we want to have pretty good Bless. Yeah, I've said long ago, like, if the units don't impress you, look to the summons. Because that's usually where the nation has its impressive stuff then. And I think, yeah, that's what we're looking at. So that's something. Usually these vanilla nations don't have anything in any of the other paths. Not a blood nation or anything. Oh, Eyes of the Condor. Ritual. You can scry. 1 air gem. Geoglyphs. Magic scale +2. MR for enemies in province -2. Ritual range +1. Only in wastelands. What a very specific thing to cast. Okay. Yeah, so then a bless for multiple types of sacreds with low protection. Not that low, though. The Huacas are pretty strong. No natural protection, though, so Bark Skin could do some strong work on all 3 of these. Less so on the Condors, but still. Bark Skin... Blood Bond regen? It doesn't help the Supayas that much, though. They're sort of the question mark. But Bark Skin does help. It wouldn't be the worst. If not regen, because that's a little high, then maybe just Enchanted Blood. Should also help the MR of Condors a little bit. Maybe. Otherwise, the Working Man Bless is really strong for Huacas. Yeah, so maybe, we're gonna look at what the guide has to say, but maybe, we'd want Bark Skin, Stone Huaca. Very cheap. It doesn't give us much paths, and they cost 40. I'm leaning towards Bark Skin as a strong one. And then Blood. So maybe just grab the Freak Lord or something. But no, maybe the Master Enchanter or... Yeah, probably the Master Enchanter. Probably Dormant. So we gotta go quite hefty on this to get Spark Skin. Nature 6. And then this. Get, yeah, I mean, regen, we'd have to go Nature 7. And then also Blood 5 for Blood Bond. Getting kind of pricey. I also need then, like, just diversity choices here. regen just might be a bit too much. Yeah, just don't see that happening. Go Enchanted Blood, Blood Bond. Might be just what you need. That's sort of my thoughts at the moment. And then, I mean, we still need somewhat of a force to actually win the early game. The very early game, so we can actually get these gems. So probably we're just looking at like a fleet of axemen. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty light on the scales. Pretty light on the scales. Could just do something like that. It's not very exciting. That's a thought. Let's look at the guide, though, and see what he has to say. M.A. Nazca. Oh, that's true. We could get fire resists to combine with flaming arrows. That's not bad. So, his major bless build is an Awake Frostfather with Fire 3, Air 7, Water 1, no, Water 10, I'm sorry, Earth 3, Astral 6, 10 Fire Resistance, Thunder Weapons, Quickness, Strength of Earth, and Twist Fate. With absolute worst scales imagined, like everything tanked to the bottom, including taking Heat 2. So they're just the worst possible things you could take. That is a Hellblessed in the extreme. For something a little bit more balanced, it's got a Dormant Frostfather, Fire 3, Air 7, Water 3, Earth 3, Astral 7, Death 3, Nature 3, Blood 3, 10 Fire Resistance, Thunder Weapons, Defense Skill, Strength, Fate Weaving, 3 Undying, 3 HP, and Strength. Yeah, Fate Weaving is not bad. Thunder Weapons he takes a lot. I wonder what the rationale behind that is. Nazca has an interesting mechanic where if an Inca or Koya dies, their opposite dies as well to create a full path Royal Malki. Thus, you have to be careful not to let Koyas die without Twiceborn, as Incas leading your armies will die in response. Okay. He doesn't really explain Thunder Weapons or why it's worth taking. Additional shock damage effect, 1 armor negating cap damage plus 3 armor negating fatigue damage. I mean, my understanding is you very rarely want to take like one of these types of weapons rather than just magic weapons or just more strength. That's always been my understanding. So I'm not sure, maybe it was different in 5 or something, but yeah. But yeah, we're not going to take the Hellblessed. That's just a bit much, I think. But Twist Fate or Fate Weaving could be good if we look at that real quick. Twist Fate prevents the first successful attack against any of our blessed units. And considering that they're just going to be dropping down and slaughtering, much like our wasps, it's not bad. Fate Weaving is sort of similar. in that they'll take one hit, and then the person that hit them, you know, is going to be... I think they roll with like 1d6 or something after that for a few rounds, from what I recall. But it's a bit more expensive. But I think the bottom line is that you do want to probably emphasize the condors, you know, your summons and stuff rather than your troops. So yeah, we probably do want to take some pretty shitty scales. Because even with that, he took Max Turmoil, Max Sloth, Cold 3, Growth 0, Misfortune 2, Magic 3. So, yeah, I mean, at least something like that. Oh, we're Cold 1, okay. Growth 0. Oh, something like that. He took Dominion 5. Do I want to go with what he said rather than what I got? I don't know. Is it worth doing all that for the Condors? Arc Skin doesn't help them insanely much, but it does help. And Blood Bond Regen, I mean, it's always a pretty strong combo. But is it enough to keep them alive? Well, to get anything else, we could maybe get Twist Fate, but I'd have to tank some more scales. We only need... Yeah, we need Astral 6. We need Nature 6. I wanted Air 5 to make the Air booster, but that's usually kind of like a moot point. He did take Air 7 on his guys, so there's that. Yeah, he mostly went with 3s and everything, except for Astral and Air. Yeah, probably Buck. Yeah, something like that, I guess. It's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong bless. We still have 3 points, I guess. Strength? Throwing strength. Oh, we also wanted fire resistance. He took that on all his guys, because, you know, you're going to be casting fire magic, obviously. So maybe instead of death, I take fire. Or fire resistance 1. Squeezing more points out of this. Like blood from a stone. I guess Turmoil. I can't take Turmoil 2. They changed that. Could take Drain 1. Seems kind of dumb. But there you go. Use 22 points on the table. Oh, there you go. Fire resistance. And then, Heroism is my favorite. Although probably more strength. I don't think I can get more strength. Okay, that's it. Podro. I'll be right back. Alright. So we're playing on Alwyn. So we're going to do... We got 12, so usually I set it at 16. We'll go 18. The big map. Oh boy, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting Calum flashbacks. We're gonna have Katis down here. Is Katis in the game? No, okay. We got Phlegra, Man, Marignon, Ashdod with big-ass giants. Flashbacks from the last game, of course. Ind with all their sacreds. Bandar Log, of course. Iridia with their cool mirror guards and stuff. I think I played a game as them. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I was going to play as them and then I switched off at the last second with Lego. I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't remember that. Maybe that was just a really quick game we did. Valmoran, I did play as them. They get these siege engines and fire belchers. That was a fun, quick game, too. Edranor, I've been looking at these guys. So all their units are like mages. You can make like 4 of them per turn and stuff. And they all get like fire bolts and invulnerable and stuff. Night Arcanes, Spirit Leash, Short Swords. Night Arcanes, Spirit Leash, Ethereal. Yeah, it's cool. Ventilia, of course. Yep. With the Floringuses. And Dagui. Which once again is broken. No, this might be correct. Yeah, I think that's correct. Anyways. Alright, so research is just getting to Conjuration 3 as fast as we can. And trying to find air gems. Let's head south and see who our neighbor is down there. We're going to prophetize our starting guy. And, yeah, our bless out the gate is not amazing, is it? What do we really have? Enchanted Blood? Enchanted Blood, Heroism, Fire Resistance. Not super strong. But we may as well start making Condor Warriors. Now, he recommends Condor over the Sun Guard. Um, 9 protection, 14 defense. 12 protection, 14 defense. But these are more expensive. Yeah, a bit more expensive in every way. Okay, and then his regular unit of choice. The Hatun Runa. Yeah, I mean yeah, I guess. Rather than spending more, you want, as we saw with Vespica, you just kind of want more flyers. We're gonna go with that. Then our mage of choice, Hurrins. Recommends Hurrins. Hurrin priests. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we will want some Incas. Oh no, he recommends the Aklas for research. But I don't like to make shitty mages. Those are Fire 1, Air 1. Basically pointless. So we'll go with Hurrins, even though they are quite a bit more expensive. But Horde of Skeletons is always good. Why do we have archers? sort of iffy on this. But we do have quite a few archers, so we might be able to just take on barbarians. There's going to be casualties, but there always is. Let's watch. Ouch. Casualties is fucking right. Two Sacreds, one of the archers, 13 Hatun Runas that got no kills whatsoever. So they landed and died. Ouch. Well, that's why we want our Bless, and that's why we want Condors. This is just the suffering we have to do to get there. I'm going to make one of these. Just because they're a lot cheaper. We need money to roll for a little bit, despite our terrible scales. Alright, Lion, Tribe, Warriors, and Archers, let's go. I have you site search real quick. Start getting more air gems, maybe. You never know. Yeah, and this is why we want to rely on our Sacreds, because that's going to happen quite often, what we just saw. Where we land, and we kind of surround them, but we have a lot on the rear, and then we just sort of slaughter a bunch, they rout, and then we have to just fight man on man. And we don't do well with that. Yeah. The archers got the most kills. Make an Inca. They're gonna search. Gonna go down here. Oh, we have a throne protecting us from whoever's down here. That's kind of nice. That encourages us to head north and possibly west here, depending. But I'd like to confirm who it is. Assuming it is somebody. Yeah, heavy infantry. We lost a lot, including our prophet. Awesome. Awesome stuff, man. I mean, we could just sit here and wait for our fucking... our prophet. and to get condors going. I really gotta site search all this shit. There's no one here. So that's interesting. Let's head back. We'll keep poking around. We're gonna have a shitty early game. See that. Didn't find jack shit. Keep searching. Keep searching. Don't give up. Enchanted tomb. And we got a free temple. Well, we're getting Conjuration 3 now. I don't know. Construction 3, I suppose. I mean, I guess you could make... Oh no, we're getting... Okay. Okay, Labyrinth of Skulls and Circle of Sending. A lot of death stuff. Spreads horror marks. Great. Why did I send you here? What? Was that a misclick or... Oh no, I guess I was searching with you, really? I mean, we're gonna get our god out any moment, and then it's big party time. Summon condors. Yeah, I mean, trying to get Conjuration 5 because we got decent death income already. I probably should have some bodyguards, right? Yep. And we will also give you some gaudy bards. Enjoy your gaudy bards. Why did I do it that way? Okay. Alright, I think they can... Well, he's gonna prophetize, I suppose, and then he can go. All right, and then these two armies will search everywhere they take. We got Podro back, so this Bless will now be full on. So, Blood Bond, Enchanted Blood, Twist Fate, Fire Resistance, Enchanted... Enchanted Blood, Bark Skin. So they got 14 protection now in body. And they negate the first successful attack against them. Should do a lot better there. Not 1-on-5 against heavy infantry, though. $14 Hatun Runas. Still lost one Sacred, but that's alright, I guess. It was okay. It's not great, but the Hatun Runas are really shit, and that's why we have so many of them. Just gonna have you research. I'm gonna go ahead and get Evocation 3 real quick. So you can do Arcane Probing, and then do it to it. I should probably bring along a second pack, shouldn't I? Should bring along Tupac. It's a lot of flyers, and we know the power of that. Alright, Revenge. Search. Are there other players in this game, you think? Probably, right? Let's see the Condors and our full army on display. Condors, 10 protection, 18 hit points, 10 defense with Blood Bond, Enchanted Blood, and Twist Fates. They'll be pretty defensive. Yes, they could be stronger physically. Uh-oh. Well, I like that they all run away. Yeah, we don't do phenomenally well against armor. We lost 2 Condors and 21 Hatun Runas. Yeah. Yeah, admittedly, we didn't pick the best bless possible for the Condors. Because a strength bless of any kind and Blood Surge would have helped them a lot more than probably Enchanted Blood would. So maybe I should have taken Blood Surge instead of Enchanted Blood. I can reconcile that. You're gonna search though. We're being methodical. We want to get a lot of gems going. Oh, here's Bandar Log. So if we can get here. What a weird connection. Oh, we could take this and then get this, and then that's this. So if we can take this, that's a throne. We have a throne here that we could get. And then if we could get this, that's 2 thrones. There's victory conditions. We probably want a fort here in Bycliffe. That's a nice spot. So maybe we cool it on you and just make Karaka. Karaka. We need just a lot more air. Tar pits. Nothing, nothing. Okay, moving on. You're gonna move on. Wait a minute, Mikey. What happened to all your units? Oh, they all died. Okay, we'll go back home then. And you're going to... Unless this costs 1,200. Nope, 1,000. Bandar Log's capital right there. Might go for this. Yeah. We'll cross all these bridges eventually. 53 Hatun Runas. Man, oh man. They die in droves. You make them in droves. They die in droves. But hey, no Condor Warriors died, no Condors died. So, that's a win. We got a Sangha the Bishop General and -2 Dominion. I'm happy for you and all, but I'm not going to read all that. So this is from Ind. Is this just something they do? What the hell am I going to do with you? Level 2 priest, it's old? I don't know. You're going to preach, I guess. So he sent me a guy that worships my... He's not a heretic. Which is what I would have thought. Definitely could build one here. That's 23,000. That's big money, boy. Oh, we also lost a bunch of troops. Okay. Why don't you shuttle these troops over? Keshvar the Apostate Seraph. Okay. Old but adept researcher, 28. That's good enough for me for now. Almost got evocation 3. We're getting up there. We're getting our numbers up. Right. Plenty of sacreds. It's not the good kind of sacreds. I'm sure we're not doing too hot on provinces. Man's on top, followed by Marignan, then Bendar Log, then a whole bunch of us. Ind and Valmoran on the bottom. So, you know, modded nations aren't necessarily just ridiculous. You know, we got Iridia's in there, Ventilia's in there, Dagwi's in there, Edrenor. You know, they're all kind of in this mix. Valmoran's at the bottom with Ind, Man, and Marignan vanilla nations are on the top. You never know. You never know. You never know. All right, now we can take this. Now you can build a palisade here. Yeah, I don't have that many troops left. I think we'll hold off on that and go for this. And you can just preach here. I can summon more condors. Barely. Man, we haven't found many air sites. Unless they're all 3s and 4s, so... To try to squeeze everything we can get out of it, we probably should go for Thaumaturgy 4 then. But I think we're hoping for Death, the Ethereal ones, and the Astral Pearl ones. And we did get Evocation 3. So you can now Astral Probe everywhere. And you shall probe away, my friend. I think we can also do Dark Knowledge everywhere. And we shall. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Keep researching. Starflower Garden. 6 Rutas. Good. And 30 Runas. Against Ictiids. That's not hot. Okay. See how it goes. Amazon's Pegasus Riders. Alright, we'll go for this first. We're doing better on money now. Nope, that's because we're not making anything. Should I start making like a Maliki or something? One of these big boys. Maliki priests. Or the big bada boom boy. I mean, for site searching, that would be pretty awesome. It does have Reanimator Priest. Sure, we could just keep reanimating. I mean, he's pretty big. These guys are also kind of nice to have, but these are only 2 recruitment points, so you can just crank one out. Okay, we got it. Okay. 2 more Condors, but not a single Condor warrior, so Sacreds are solid. Alright, we got the big bada boom boy. I think probably just go with her and priests. It does say for thugs, Incas can do it with Mist Form. Shockwave. So, yeah, the problem is they used to be better because all of, like, glamour shit used to be in Astral. So you used to get Mirror Image and some other stuff. But the Koyas are also thuggy with Iron Skin, Skeletons, Teleport. Yeah, I guess I could start making Koyas. I don't know, man. I don't know. We can get fortresses, but just wait. We took this. It's an easy enough throne. Why don't you search there for the moment? Or moving back. Okay, So far, nothing crazy with thrones. I think you gotta search and head back. Little voice of Apsu. Good, 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 good. Slowly but surely. I mean, it's nice being pretty insulated over here. I can't believe there's no neighbor to my south. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Citadel of Pyrophlegeton and the Sky Split Oak. Good. I wanted to make an abundance of fire mages. And we get 4 fire gems per turn out of that thing. Could get some big fire, but I don't think it's really worth it. Well, I mean, you basically just get 1 free guy every... Not free, but you get an off-fort fire mage every 4 turns that can cast falling fires or something. So, it's not terrible. You know, we might remember this in like 20 turns when we come to take this throne. So sure. And Sky Split Oak is an air gem. And we like the air gems. Probably want a second or a third fort here. I see Bandar Log is already snuck down here. We probably don't want to hesitate too much on reinforcing that. But I am going to need more Incas. Shit, 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 shit. We're just trying to get our stupid sacreds online. Someone's claimed a throne. Found an abandoned laboratory. Fuck. That's problematic. That's problematic. I either have to go to war with Bandar Log. Can't believe he took that and had... Yeah, okay. He's just on a fucking war path. That's what I'm worried about. He's just gonna declare war. I can't win that. Unfortunately, what are my other paths to victory? Assuming there's no one up here, which is possible. Then I guess there's this throne here. I also can fly, and that's important to remember. So there's a throne here. Here. I mean, we could just go to war with Dagawee. Maybe. I mean, depending on if we have to or not. But there is 4 thrones in a reasonable section up here. So why don't we sign an NAP with Bandar Log? Because that seems like a lost cause for the moment. And at least protects this. I only need 3 up here. Like 1, 2, 3. I just don't think that's enough to do anything with. But can get a lot of these out of pretty much anywhere. Chaff, baby, chaff. Yeah, the Pacos, it's just like, I think he recommends them for something. To protect valuable provinces from bad events. That's what he recommends. Yeah, because of Fortune Teller 10, but they are Heretic 1, so it's annoying. Oh, you can make a fortress. That's right. And we are eventually going to get our palisade here. You can go ahead and make a temple there. Guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Starlit Pond. Weeping Stone. Good, 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 good. Got a palisade here now. Alright, he moved away at least. That's good. Yeah, 4 Death Gems turn, 4 Astral Pearls turn. It's not amazing, but could be a lot worse. Be a hell of a lot worse. I don't really know why I want water, but I just want everything, because it all can be converted to Astral Pearls. And we do want that. 88 is probably enough. Like, take this on. Okay, he hasn't taken Bandit Hills yet. Good. That's good, that's good. Alright, Bandar Law accepted. We don't have to worry about that for a while, at least. On 2 Mercury Ponds. Okay. And another Starflower Garden. Excellent. We only lost 1 Hatun Runa. But we lost Palame. Shit. That's not so good. And Valmorin is up here in the mountains. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. We don't have fire resistance. Okay. And we're gonna get Conjuration 5. That's good and strong and good. I can't believe how little air we found, though. Yeah, I mean, is it worth doing Auspex? Probably. Probably I should bite the bullet. Oh, I haven't gotten it yet. Fuck. Okay. So, we get this, or maybe, I mean, we can fly, so it's kind of hard to say, but if we can just... I think if we can get Silver Woods, probably okay. Try to take Palame back. Okay. Painful, but yes, we took it back. I think we're safe to try to sign an NAP with Valmorin. Alright, it's a pretty big force, I suppose. After this, we probably want to get, like, Horde of Skeleton spam. I do have, you know, some Earth 2 mages. But I didn't take any enchantment or any alteration. We've just been focused on getting these things to spawn. So I think... I don't know if this counts. Oh, he wants the fucking... They want the hat, too. Is that a 3 or is that a 5? It's a 5. The Huaka headdress. That is pretty big, too. Fuck. That's not going to stop me from doing this. So let's start to get those. I got no Astral Pearls. I have to dump all my fire gems, but that's probably a worthy cause. You can summon more condors. Okay. Why don't we have you go around and build temples everywhere? And then for these guys... We'll wait. I imagine something is building up here. Someone came from here or here. I mean, something's going to build up. So I don't want to just leave that open and exposed until I have to. Yeah, that's good. Are you all out of dark knowledge? Yep. Okay, then go here. Build a lab, or you can go here. Okay, go there and cast it some more. Okay, okay. We're doing better on money now. It's not really our problem. It's all gems. If I could buy gems, we'd be on easy street. Well, Valmoran declared war and immediately attacked. So, that's good. Now, if he just takes that, we're fine. He's going to respond to the NAP this turn, right? Because we're still waiting to hear from him. So he might not necessarily kill us. I mean, he's not going to do it with that no matter what. So we'll wait. Alright, we got some Supayas. They're going to be pretty nice and nasty. And we got our Huakas. Very nice and nasty. 15 protection before the bless with awe. 17 piercing damage, 15 attack. These things are good, but unfortunately expensive. But that's why we're getting water gems. Really, Podro should be casting it, though. For now, we're doom stacking. Okay. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. He refused. Nothing, 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 nothing. Great. Send it again. Otherwise, PD for now. He only has one connection on me here. We'll keep an eye on this. He's going to take that, but right now, just PD here. 41. And we're going to launch into this. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, 5 astrals is fine. I mean, technically, if we convert everything but air, air and death into astrals, that's not really much. But we'd get an extra 3 per turn out of fire and 2 per turn out of water. Technically, an extra 6 per turn, which is almost enough for us to sustain Huaka spam. We would just need a little bit more. Get up there. Actually, no, you say you're too valuable. You go there. It's true. I guess I'd rather have you do this. Okay. He attacked Palame and took it. Palame. Oh, oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. Palu Yupanqui has died, now lives again as Palu Yupanqui, the Malki priest. Right. That was dumb of me. Okay, well, we're taking Palame again then. Nope, that's a diplomatic. I can't do that. Alright, well, again, he still only has a line on here, so make it even tougher. Can I win this? Yes. Do I want to win that? No, let's go here. Sight unseen. The biggest mistake of my fucking career. Here we go, baby. Well, I mean, he sure exists. No doubt about it. Yeah, we are getting a decent-sized army here, though. You can lead Condors, you can lead Huacas, and Condor Warriors. And then the rest is all just this shit. And one of you could lead 15 of these. It's not much. And we also have this guy with 120. Okay, I mean, it's a force. It's a force. There you go. Archers. I don't know. You'll think of something. You'll think of something. I care not. I guess we could do advance and spells. Or is that really risky? Are they going to fly in, you think? And then just die? Still don't have fucking mist form for these guys, which would help a lot. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. This is going to be a fun turn. Alright, he refused again. And he attacked Sonria. Let's watch. Oh, he's got siege. He's got... I mean, oh, man. You don't even know how expensive these things are. Like, I got, like, one when I played. 24 protection. Trampling. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. Oh, my God. Well, we routed them, and I lost my entire army. That's not really a good trade-off. And then the sight unseen throne battle. Against a lot of undead horsemen. Okay, I think we got commanders, maybe. Well. Yep, we lost. Alright, I think that's it. Dude, I just don't get these nations. I just can't play flying nations. Like, it just doesn't work for me. Unless they're extremely overpowered like Vespica or Melita or something. Like, it's just... fucking hell. How do you play this? I guess I needed a Hellbless, but I just don't... I mean, I don't know... I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. Don't like flying nations. Nazca is cool, but you're definitely right. They're not very good at just conquering through military force. Their recruitable units are pretty weak, but they can fly, which is a big advantage in a lot of ways. Generally, you should tell flying units to hold and attack rear in combat. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they only do that in box formation. Interesting. I've never actually set them to a line because it was like, what would be the point? But apparently if you put them in a line, they will instead advance on foot. Interesting. I don't know when that would ever really be advantageous, but that's interesting. Maybe for your archers, I suppose. Unfortunately, Nazcan units are generally pretty crappy in a stand-up fight and probably won't win many just through combat. Magic is going to be how you ultimately win a lot of harder fights, and thankfully Nazca has some very strong mages. Unfortunately, you're going to have to learn how to use communions to make the most of them. Okay, I don't know how... Spam skeletons, yada yada. They have some decent summonable sacred flying units, Supayas, Huacas, and Condors. They're all worth trying out and are sacred, so you can go for a more blessed-heavy strategy if you want, which is probably advisable as you don't really need good scales, as the national recruits aren't very good. Yeah. It sounds like you need a bit more of a Hellbless. That seems to be the general playstyle. Yeah, so I think you want... You want a Pretender that's, like, awake from the start, that has very high air, and that's why you take Thunder Weapons, because the Condors get, like, multiple attacks. And I think that's sort of the benefit, is they're all going to be doing this armor negating shit on each one of their attacks with it. And then you have very high air on the Pretender, so that he can be the one to summon Condors every... Because you're not going to have multiple guys casting this per turn. You're just not going to have that amount of gems. So you want the one guy to get the most out of it. And so with 7 air, you're getting like 15 of these per turn. if you can muster up 8 air gems a turn. Which I certainly couldn't. I got absolutely god-awful air gems. Like, abysmal. Like, every time I play on this fucking map... Okay, we need to know in the future, when we pick the map and I say, oh yeah, Alduin's a lot of fun, and then we go and look at the nation. If I see that it's a summon nation or something like that, back the fuck out of that menu and change off Alduin. I don't know what it is about this map that I never get fortunate with gems. We found a decent amount of death, I guess, which is okay. I mean, 4 is not much. And 4 Astral Pearls is kind of okay. But for some reason, I found a lot of water because this is all coastal shit. I don't know why they put me here. But I don't know if the desert would have had a lot of air either. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. All I know is Alduin, I seem to always get gems screwed. I think, in general, if I'm playing a nation for the first time that I know to be summon heavy, I think we should just go to a vanilla map. Like a standard random map. But yeah, I think, in general, probably... We don't need good scales to just build up a bunch of shitty chaff to clear out some of these indie provinces. And just take a few provinces, desperately hope you get some good air gems at the very least, and then just start spamming condors with your pretender in order to get their, like, insane Hellbless out there and just swarm. Because assuming you can get 15 condors per turn, not many nations can do 15 powerful sacreds every turn. Like, that's pretty good. And so then, yeah, I think the bless that we picked is not that great for condors. And probably you did want... I mean, you got Twist Fate, and I do think that's good. And I think that's probably about it. Because he went, you know, just like kill. We had the same thing. We just did this with Micklin, where we took quickness. And it was fucking ridiculous, right? Yeah, so that's what he took. He took quickness again with thunder weapons. And that's a lot of damage very quickly. And with Twist Fate, I mean, you're going to survive around it for sure. And that's all you really need if you have enough condors. Otherwise, I mean, this one, the other one he took is Thunder Weapons, Defense Skill Strength, Fate Weaving, 3 Undyne and 3 HP. Which lets them last a bit longer and do a bit less damage. You know, something like that. But, yeah, okay. It's another kind of Hellblessed nation with summons. Similar to Micklin, but we didn't actually commit to the Hellblessed this time. I, like, half-assed it. Alright, so that's Nazca. Yeah, it's not really my playstyle. Like I said, we want to experience everything, so it's fine. Maybe it interests you, and you know, but at my heart, I'm still a Scales player, and I feel like we haven't had a strong Scales nation in a while now. I mean, when was the last time we did full Scales? I don't even remember. I have to crawl back through all my recordings. I feel like we've just done a lot of blessed, sacred shit with shitty troops. But yeah, I could probably keep this game going maybe, or I could start over, but there's just so many other nations still, and it's fine. It's fine. And apparently Dominions Enhanced is, like, not that far out. Someone else took over the project or something like that. There's the original guy left it or something, and then the new guy said that it was going to be tentatively thought to be done like the end of last month, so like a week ago. I don't know. I assume, I mean, it's the thing is Dominions doesn't change that much, but yeah, there's probably a lot to port over. So yeah, anyways, My name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6 with M.A. Nazca. Let's see you fine folks around.